Alright, this is part 2 of a tutorial on creating orthographic projection based on this image right here, and we're going to turn it into that right there. Alright, so to start off with, what I'm going to do is come down here now, and I'm actually going to set my object snaps. Yep, just making sure my object snaps are all set right. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on here this one right here, which is ortho, which is F8. So I'm going to turn it on. And the difference with ortho, if I create a line right now, is you can see now I can't actually do lines on an angles. I can just either go straight up and down or straight across. So if I hit F8, you can see now I can kind of go on angles, hit F8 again. You can see now I'm on straight lines. All right, so instead of object lines now, I'm going to go construction lines. Okay, so I'm going to click construction lines. I'm going to go line. And what I'm going to do is just create a bunch of lines right now in yellow right now. Okay, and hit escape, hit spacebar, and what these are all the actual points that I'm using, okay, that I'm going to use to create my next objects. So just do that, and I keep hitting spacebar here. I'm going to come across here, I'm going to come across here, spacebar, okay, and again, it doesn't really matter where they are right now, because you're going to change stuff there. Now you can see I tried to just create when it went to the end because there's an object snap on, so I can hit escape. I'm going to create a line. I'm just going to start way out here. Okay, and then my last line I'm going to create is somewhere up in here. All right, now the last line I'm creating is going to be at the intersection of right here. I'm going to go at, I don't know, 5 at an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, and that's just going to put a line up on an angle. All right, so here's how it works. I've created my main object. I'm now going to create the other objects that I need, okay, and then I'm going to simply fill them in using the construction lines. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in offset, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset this line right here. So I'm going to offset it of 3. Where am I getting the 3 from? Because here the distance from the top view is 3. So you look here, the distance here, which isn't marked there, it's marked over here, is 3. Okay, so I'm going to offset 3, and I'm going to pick this one, and I'm just going to go up to there. Okay. And now what I can do is, if I wanted to, I could fill in this object, the main block of it now. So I can just go back to my object lines now, go to line, and just using intersections, I can just simply do this. And there's that block done. Okay, and I hit escape, and I hit a space bar, and there's that block done. Okay, now to fill in this one down there, I'm going to go back to construction lines, okay, and go line. What I'm going to do is I can hit this intersection here, and it's just going to come down to the, whoops, Control Z. It's got to go past it again, right there. Okay, and automatically change over to my dimension or my object lines, and then I can do this. And then there's my lines there. Now, obviously, you could probably draw this by yourself, but when you get more complicated drawings, putting this 45 in here and transferring it is the way to go. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to stop, and then we're going to add the circles in and complete the basics of this orthographic drawing. And that concludes this part of the tutorial.